Hey everybody, welcome back to For Horror's Sake. And if you've been watching for a while, hopefully you have, or if you're new here, welcome. But I am a big fan of physical media, and the most heartbreaking thing you can do is go, especially Goodwills, thrift stores. I've never really been to thrift stores because we don't have any around this area. We have some, we have like a few Goodwills, and we have antique stores, you know, where they can rent out spots and stuff like that, but we don't have thrift stores. But the worst feeling is whenever you see that VHS on the shelf, and you're like, this is awesome, I'm glad I found it. You slide it open, covered in mold. And same thing with the yard sales, or you find one of yours that you've been collecting that has been missing, or you had packed up, covered in mold. And sure, there's few ways you can try to remedy that. You can take it apart, do your best with a Q-tip with alcohol, clean it off. Sometimes it doesn't get all the mold off each tape. It's very messy. Some people have been like, well, yeah, you could take apart a VCR and use it, just plug it in and let it run through, and you just have the whole guts open and everything, and run a cotton ball with alcohol on it over as it runs through. Those work fine. But I stumbled across a really cool page called VHS is Life. And he actually made a machine. He 3D printed a lot of the pieces, it looks like. And it was on the pricier side. But if it works as it is detailed and a lot of people have talked about, he even says that some museums has got it, his machine to be able to run through their tape and make sure they're clean and stuff like that. So if it works as advertised, it will be worth the price, because I'm one that likes to hunt and find in the wild and not just buy offline. Sure, I will buy offline because my pickings is slim here in this area, and most of it is crap or overcharged. Like, they think that they can, since we do not have a large pool to get things from, they think they can overcharge. Like, we have 2 local places that do sell, like, old things, like older retro things, and maybe a place that has like that focus mainly on video games that sell stuff, but their prices are a little over what price charting is and stuff like that. So I always try to look for the better deal. So if this machine works, I bought the machine and I bought the vacuum to it and stuff like that. So if this machine works, it will save tons of heartache when we find, those VHSs out in the wild that are covered in mold. And that's what we have here in this big box right here. I have opened it. I have not taken anything out yet. I did clean out all the packing peanuts. It was well packed in there. Now on the site, he does not sell this himself. He says it is cheaper because, of course, he would have to pay for it to be in, and then after it's in, he would have to pay for it to go out. So he said it's cheaper if he just uses an affiliate link to Amazon to be able to get a hold of this. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol for cleaning. So that's what I did. I followed his link, hopped it off Amazon. This got here in like 2 or 3 days. The machine took a little bit longer, but it is here. So that's cool. So we'll open it up. I'll show you real quick. And if you guys want a video of me cleaning a VHS and stuff like that to show you guys how it works and everything, please leave it in the comments, and I'll be glad to do a video on how it works. Before all my stuff went through, the emails were generated and sent to me talking about the proper steps I needed to do with this, as in how to set it up, how to make sure it's running and everything like that. And it's a very good guide, and there's even a video. So if you're not I have a tough time reading directions and following those directions closely, but if I have a video that's like, hey, take your thumb, do this, then do this, that's amazing. And that's what he has done, and he has basically that step-by-step video. So here is the dust collector vacuum that we got here, and it does come with 1 filter, and it's you can get other filters from his site that will fit this, or I'm sure if you look up the filter, you could also get the filter needed from somewhere else, but might as well just go to him. We have all of our pieces for our vacuum in here. Now the vacuum, he told me, because I did message him and talk to him. He talked about, but here's all the pieces to our vacuum, stuff like that. That isn't the important part. It is important, but not that important. Like I was saying, I did message him and talk to him. The cleaner itself was like $115, I think, and then the vacuum altogether, I spent $170, and that was shipped. $177, I think, shipped for the cleaner, the vacuum, and stuff like that. And then it was $10 for this. So, and I'm pretty sure this will last a while. But he says you do not need the vacuum to get the cleaner. He said you can get the cleaner. It's going to make a bit of a mess when you're doing it because it's flaking off all that mold and stuff while you're running the tape through, especially if it's very moldy. But the vacuum will cut that down and keep your workspace clean and help cut all that mold flying around and spores, and it could get on other stuff. So that's why I went ahead and got the vacuum. I got a little bit of a very small Christmas bonus, but luckily I was thinking ahead because I didn't know if I was going to get one or not. So my Christmas was bought and completed before I knew I was going to get a bonus. So I was like, hey, I want to treat myself and get this this cleaner that I've been talking about. Me and Chesley have a thing where we can buy what we want with the money we make. That's fine. But when a purchase is over $100, we usually talk about it. I think that's a very healthy way to do things. So I'm not just like, hey, I just bought a motorcycle, or hey, I just bought a 4-wheeler, or hey, I just spent $500 on this horror collection or autograph or something. We talk about everything that we purchase over $100. So but there's some stuff in this bag. I'm sure it's the directions that he emailed me, but I'm pretty sure those are the directions. And then I got the VHS is Life business card here. Moldy tapes, we got you right there. And I got a cool sticker, VHS Life sticker. And then it looks like we got a busting mold shelving gold, VHS is Life. There's another sticker there. And be careful, I don't want to end up busting this in any way. Alright, right here I got my power supply. And right here, the spoils come off, we have our VHS is Life cleaner. We have, I figure this is where our vacuum goes here. And we already have some his cotton swab things looped in there. I thought he said he sends a pack of the 100 with it. I guess he doesn't. I mean, I could have read it wrong because I asked him what all comes with it and what I needed to get before what I needed to get whenever I bought the system, because he's saying I didn't need the vacuum and stuff. So there we go. There's the machine itself. It's a fairly decent size. Good enough that it's not gonna take up a whole lot of space, but big enough that you feel like, I guess I'm not gonna break it and everything's gonna run through properly. So that's everything. I guess I'm gonna have to order me some of these cotton pieces right here. Those sleeves he has, but I'll get that soon. And like I said, if you guys wanted to see a video on me cleaning a VHS tape and see how all that works, just let me know. And I might do one anyways, to make some content. But that's everything. So you saw everything. It was $187 whenever I add this in. But so under 200, and you have a way to clean mold off of your VHS tapes. So it's very cool. Hope everything works and goes as planned. I'm sure if he has any problems, I can message him and try to troubleshoot it. But there you go. And real quick to add this in there, so these are the VHS spoils and stuff like that already on there. He does Betamax, the small VHSs that you used to put inside like the smaller cameras and stuff like that. He has different spoils to go on here, so you can clean mold off of different forms of film. And he also has different clamshells, shells for you to put your film back into in case you have one that's busted or something. He has something that glows in the dark, see-through, different colors, fun stuff like that. So it's definitely, if you're not wanting a machine, it's definitely someplace to look at if you're wanting other fun stuff like that, if you want to reshell your VHS. But yeah, I just want to throw that in there real quick. If you liked everything, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will leave the description and link to everything so you can go get your own if you're interested. Really hope to see you guys again next time.